Welcome to a deep dive where we're unpacking a really powerful platform today. It's designed really to be a game changer for folks in the franchise world, consultants, franchisors, but also, busy small business owners too.
Mm-hmm.
We're exploring Clienttether. It's a full-scale sales automation platform, and the focus is simplifying your work, getting better results, and yeah, giving you back some time.
And what's interesting, I think, is how Clienttether looks at this. It's not just a sales tool. It's more of a whole system.
Right.
The sources we looked at, they highlight 5 key areas, operational areas, that it really targets to optimize the entire business.
Oh, wow.
So it goes way beyond just like managing leads.
Okay.
We'll dig into these core pillars and also some other interesting services they offer that make it pretty comprehensive.
Okay, let's unpack that then. So the first big area Clienttether hits is your database. Know it, love it, use it. Which sounds simple, but it's more than just, having a list of names. It's about organizing, segmenting contacts so you can build really specific nurturing strategies. And it even gets into the tricky stuff like legal texting.
That's a huge point. It
E-
makes you ask, are you really using the contacts you already have? I mean, it's often like sitting on a gold mine, right?
Totally.
So Clienttether helps you actually activate that database, make sure your outreach is targeted, but also compliant, with TCPA and all that.
Yeah, that's
So
critical.
your messages land well and keep you out of trouble, turning those old contacts into real opportunities.
Okay, so from organizing to actually reaching out, the next piece is your content. Value first, always. The source really hammers this home. It's not just blasting messages, it's providing real value, getting some emotional connection in your emails and texts. And think about the stat they mentioned, texts get up to like a 98% open rate.
Wow, yeah. And a 45% response rate. That's huge.
It really is. And Clienttether is built to help you use that channel, that immediacy with automation, making it easier.
And if you connect that, effective content isn't just the words, right? It's how and when you send it.
Good point.
So the automation for email and SMS, it gives you consistency. It reaches people where they actually look. Plus, for those times when you're staring at a blank screen thinking, what value can I possibly add now?
Uh-huh. We've all been there.
Clienttether actually offers custom content writing. So they can help make sure your message is always on point, even if you're not, a natural copywriter.
That's a nice add-on. Okay, so database is sorted, content's going out. Now, managing the flow. That's your pipeline. Work smarter, not harder.
Right.
Clienttether helps you kind of cut through the noise, focus on leads who are genuinely active, maybe in the next, say, 30 to 90 days.
Yeah, the hot leads.
Exactly. It tracks who's moving, who's stuck, helps streamline things to boost those close rates.
Which really underscores that idea of strategic focus. For a franchisor, maybe that means seeing exactly which candidates are at what stage, or which franchise leads have just gone cold. So you know where to put your effort, tailor your follow-up. It just gives you a much clearer picture of your sales process.
So you can focus on the high potential ones.
Right, while the system handles nurturing the others.
Got it. Okay, makes sense. But doing all this database, content, pipeline, how do you actually know if it's working? That brings us to the reporting.
Ah, yes. Your reporting. If you don't track it, you can't improve it. Classic, but true.
So Clienttether lets you track, well, pretty much everything. Lead sources, conversions, referrals, even what your virtual assistants are doing if you use them. It gives you that real-time insight to make decisions based on data, not just gut feelings.
And isn't that often the case? We guess rather than know.
Too often, yeah.
Clienttether's reporting, though, it seems to go beyond just showing numbers. It helps you find those, hidden leverage points.
What do you mean by that?
Well, imagine finding out, say, 80% of your best leads come from one specific referral partner you weren't really paying attention to.
Okay.
Or pinpointing exactly where people drop off in your automated sequence. That's not just tracking. That's real strategic insight. Lets you constantly tweak things for better results.
Right, makes sense. Okay, final pillar, your automation. Less work, more life. This sounds good.
It does, doesn't it? This is about automating those repetitive jobs. The follow-ups, the reminders, internal tasks, even dropping pre-recorded voicemails.
So it's not just saving clicks, it's
about consistency, making
Right.
sure nothing falls through the cracks. And yeah, saving time, reducing stress, letting you scale faster. More automation really can mean more freedom.
Okay, so those are the 5 pillars.
What's really interesting is how Clienttether pulls it all together and then adds more. It's not just the software.
Right, you mentioned other services.
Yeah, the source highlights custom content writing, which we touched on, but also live human virtual assistant support, like actual people who can act as part of your team.
Oh, interesting. For tasks needing a human touch.
Exactly. And even lead generation partnerships. So it becomes this whole ecosystem, really useful for businesses of pretty much any size. Solo consultants, growing franchisors, you name it.
So wrapping this up for you, the listener, what this all points to is, well, a potential shortcut. A way to streamline your whole operation, get back some serious personal time, and understand your business better. The idea that one platform handles everything from database compliance to human VA support, that's pretty compelling stuff.
It really ties it all together.
So thinking about all this, what do you think is maybe the biggest aha moment for a business owner using something like Clienttether, that one thing that really clicks?
That's a good question. Maybe it's just realizing how much can be automated consistently, freeing them up to focus on the truly high-value human interactions.
Yeah, I could see that. Well, if you want to dive deeper yourself and learn more, you can visit clienttether.com.